Hello, and thank you very much for joining me today. It's Alan Barry Labucan with the Rocks and Stocks News website. We've got another of our In the News segments, and I've got some news releases and stock charts to talk to you about. So let's get right to it. The first company I'm going to talk about today is Kenorland Minerals. Their symbol is KLD. They have 46 million shares out, $33 million valuation. This recently did an interview with their CEO, Zach Flood, that you can find on my website at rocksandstocksnews.com. What really impressed me is the quality of work that these guys do, and the project that they're drilling currently looks quite exceptional. I think there's a high probability that they're going to hit some excellent grades in their current drilling. And if they do, which I think they will, I would expect a much higher valuation on the company. A couple news releases that they recently had out on, they had news out that the Kenorland Minerals reports geochemical results at their Chikobi project and provided an exploration update. On this, you can see some very nice geochemical anomalies. These guys, again, normally I don't get too excited about surface work, but these guys are doing some really good work in excellent areas. They got a great team involved, and they got a good batch of partners in major mining companies. So I do pay attention to surface sampling with these guys. In addition, earlier this week, they had out news that Kenorland Minerals reports geochemical results at their Chebestouin project. I hope I said that right. It's in the Abitibi Greenstone Belt of Quebec. It's under an exploration agreement with Newmont Corporation. They have two anomalies that they announced that I think are sticking out like sore thumbs, right in sort of central in their claims. And two of them sit right beside each other. Bunch of high-grade gold having been found in these sampling, and they had done a across the claim block sampling, and these anomalies with the high-grade gold coincide with some very good structural stories as well. So they've got a good making of a discovery here. I'm looking forward to when they get to drilling on that. Again, I think they're a very undervalued company, doing great work, great partners, lots of money in the bank. Take a look at KLD. The next company I wanted to talk about is Heliostar. Heliostar, their stock symbol is HSTR. And what they announced was that Heliostar has 37 million shares out, $33 million valuation. They're looking at a project up in Alaska that I used to be involved with. Actually, I originally had staked that claims and did the deals to acquire all their projects up in the Aleutian Islands of Alaska. And I really like that project and the work that they're doing. They announced today that Heliostar announces closing of the first tranche of a $4 million non-brokered private placement. This cashes them up very nicely for drilling both in their Alaska projects and for their Mexico projects, which is coming on very strongly. Recently, they did a double bottom on their stock price at around a little north of 70 cents, let's say about 75 cents. Today, they're trading at 90 cents. I like the projects that they have in Alaska, primarily because I know those projects so well, and their stuff in Mexico because their CEO is very experienced in Mexico. He's helped to make the discovery that Vizsla Silver has. That's another pick that I've made that has done very well. So he knows Mexico, he knows the stuff in Alaska. They raised more money. And I like what they're doing to move that forward. The next company today is Newfound Gold. Newfound Gold has announced a massive $48 million financing from Eric Sprott. Eric Sprott is a very sharp billionaire kind of investor in mining companies. I'm sure he understands that this company has a $1.5 billion valuation, which is not cheap for an exploration company by any stretch. But what they're working on is quite impressive and looks to have the potential of making multiple discoveries like Kirkland Lake did in Australia at their Swan Zone. And they're in the right kind of rocks. They're finding lots of high grade in their drilling. It's on a big regional structure that has the potential to find multiple deposits like this. If they do, this will prove to be a cheap valuation. And I believe that's why Eric Sprott, obviously, people only buy stocks for one reason. They think it's going up. And when you've done as well as Eric Sprott has, investing in juniors, pumping $48 million into the company is a pretty impressive check to write. So keep an eye on that one. NFG, I think they're doing a lot of drilling. They got 10 rigs working currently. I expect to see lots of good news out of this company as they move forward, cashed up with over $150 million in the bank now. The final company is a company that I've been following for a little bit. It's Exploits Discovery Corp. NFLD is their symbol. They're also involved in Newfoundland, really close to Newfound Gold. And they've staked a lot of key ground in these regional faults, these deep-seated faults that are crustal faults that are the kind of faults that prepare the rock for gold mineralization. That's what they've seen at Newfound Gold. They have properties all around Newfound Gold. They also have the extension of the Valentine Lake structure and the where it meets up with the Appleton Fault. That is something very exciting. And the last news they had out that was that I pay attention to was on August the 26th, when they announced that they commenced drilling on their Jonathan's Pond project, and they had some high grade, excuse me, high grade grab samples, and so they know they're in the right kind of structure. They know that they've got gold mineralization. Newfoundland NFLD Exploits Discoveries has 103 million shares out, $60 million market cap. Eric Sprott's also a big investor in this company. And I think all of those things combined is why I looked at their chart recently and I got quite excited and wanted to feature the company as today. They made an important bottom recently. It's creating a cup and handle, and I think that they're about to go up the right side of that cup. Their last high was at about $1.58 or something like that. And if they get success with the drilling, I could definitely see it make some new highs. So NFLD is another one to take a look at. I like that they've got pending results. And I really like where they are and the structural story and the potential to make major discoveries off of that. So those are the companies for today. Have a great day. As always, it's important to do your homework and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. And I stress, do your homework, check these companies out. It makes you make more sound investment decisions. And that's what goes into being a successful investor. So have a great day and we'll talk to you soon.